Hi, my name's Roy Thompson. I head up Carpenter Box Financial Advisers, just reflecting on yesterday's autumn statement. So I think the first key bit of information that was of interest to me was around the state pension. I probably was someone who was thinking that the government may change the rules here, and the fact that they've offered an inflation-linked increase for the state pension from next April, I think is a positive thing for pensioners. That's actually an expensive cost for the government, so a contributor towards the fact that they've had to raise taxes elsewhere. So if we look at where they've done that, obviously bringing in the position at which you have to pay the additional rate of tax, the highest marginal rate of income tax, bringing that down from 150 to 125,000 will mean that people with earnings in that bracket will pay quite a bit more in income tax. I think it will probably encourage people in those areas, or should encourage people in those areas, to start thinking about additional pension savings, because any pension savings that you make into, for example, a personal pension, will save tax at your highest marginal rate. So, if you were an individual perhaps earning 140,000, if you made a pension contribution under the old rules or where we have been, you would have got an income tax saving of 40%, and now you might get it at 45%. So it makes those pensions perhaps a little bit, or pension contributions, more attractive from that perspective. I think if we look at capital gains and perhaps dividends, we've seen a reduction in the amount that you can make by way of a capital gain before you have to pay capital gains tax, and a reduction in the dividend allowances. So for personal money that you might have, and you might be looking at investment, making use of things like your ISA allowances, which is up to £20,000 per individual, is going to become more important. I think that had accelerated anyway, because we have a scenario where interest rates have been going up. So the interest returns that we earn on our money, making sure they're in a tax advantaged environment, has become more important, and we've seen that over the course of the last few months. I was very interested. There has been a lot of rhetoric before the autumn statement that there were going to be some tax rules that would change around pensions. So where they do offer personal pensions, where they do offer such a tax advantaged home for your money, there was some rhetoric that position was going to change. There was no announcements yesterday in the autumn statement, so we still enjoy with a personal pension a really tax advantaged home for invested monies. So if you want to talk about any of those issues, Carpenter Box Financial Advisors would be more than happy to help. We can be contacted at carpenterboxfa.com. Thanks very much.